Story time with me. I've been married for 3 years with two kids, and I did not graduate university. So, whilst my kids were around 8 to 12, I decided that I want to continue my education. My decision was met with lackluster feelings from my husband. He was worried about who's going to do the cooking, who's going to look after the kids while I'm going to school. And mind you, my husband is not working. He is a stay-at-home father, and I don't mind that because when he was working, he was very supportive. So whilst he was out of job, I was the one taking care of our home bills and everything with my side hustling, and I earned enough so I could be able to pay for my school fees and still take care of the house. But he was not very happy with my decision to go to school. So we talked about it over and over before I was able to convince him to let me go to university and continue my education. Whilst going to school, my husband started taking care of the kids whenever I'm not around too. And after 6 months of schooling, he started complaining that it's too much for him. He's unable to go out and hang out with his friends. He wants to be able to go out and have fun with his friends, and I understood that. So I decided to let my mother take care of the kids whilst I'm schooling, and so that my husband can have a lot of free time to be able to do whatever he wants to do. And so that is what we decided. The kids went to my mother, and my husband and I, everybody had their free time to do what they wanted to do. As time passes, I notice that my husband has been changing a little bit. He seems hostile that I don't have time to cook anymore. I don't have time to serve him as I used to do. But before he understood that it's because of schooling, and I didn't want to fail, so I had to put my heart and soul in studying. But he kept complaining. He started complaining, and I didn't know why. Then one of his friends snitched to me that my husband has been having an affair, and I was wondering where he's getting money to have an affair since my husband has been out of work for a while. And the friend told me that he's been doing some side business secretly. He doesn't want me to know so that I don't stop giving him money so he can be able to take care of his girlfriend. And one of our church members also told me that he saw my girlfriend and a lady at a hotel, and she even sent me a picture of their back, and I recognized. When I saw all of these things, my heart dropped because my husband and I have been together for very long. We started dating when we were teenagers. I've loved him a lot. I've trusted him and never even made a big deal out of him being out of work and not providing money to the house. Everything has been on me this past few years. And for him to betray me like that, he got a job, he didn't tell me about it, just so I wouldn't stop giving him money. And he literally got a job so he can be able to afford a side chick. This is why he got a side job. Anyway, when I saw all of these things, I didn't get angry. I was a little sad, but I didn't get angry because I'm a very calm person. But I asked his friend to make recordings, and sometimes whenever he can find a little evidence to send them to me so that whenever I'm ready to leave the marriage, I have enough evidence that he can't deny or say anything. And I also made up my mind to go through his phone and gather evidence that he can't deny. And so that is what I did. I went through his phone, screenshotted a lot of very terrible messages and pictures of him and his girlfriend. Normally, I would never go through his phone, but I needed evidence to support my divorce so that he doesn't argue against my decision. And so, when I was about to finish university and was almost done with school, I went to my lawyer, and the lawyer drafted a divorce agreement. And when I gave it to him, he was very surprised. He thought I was joking because I've always loved him and been a little bit to been subservient, been submissive to him. I have been an amazing wife. I can honestly say that. So he really thought I would never divorce him or leave him. And I understand why he felt that way. But when I saw his cheating and his lies and all the sweet pictures he made with the side chick, every last bit of love I had for him drained away. And he was laughing. He thought I was joking about the divorce until I showed him all the evidence, and then he shut up. I went through the divorce and I finished with my university, and I also got a really good job. And since our divorce, my ex-husband hasn't been paying child support, and I don't care for it because I was the one taking care of the kids from the very beginning. It's not like I expected so much from him after the divorce, but it hurts. And he rarely comes to see the kids. Now that I'm done with school and have a good job, I've hired a nanny to take care of the kids, and now we all live together. My mom staying with me to take care of them, plus the nanny, and we are living really well. But he doesn't come to see them, rarely does, and apparently he's been telling our old friends that I left him for a rich man. After I finished my university, I left him for a rich man. And whenever I hear this, I don't say anything. I don't have time to respond to bullshit. And that is what he is literally doing, spreading bullshit. And so I don't respond to that. I'm very happy. I've forgiven myself for being a little fool to him. I've forgiven him, forgiven myself, and starting anew. Hopefully, I'll meet a better man in the future. And for him, I pray that God touches his heart for him to be a responsible father. That's all. Thank you.